They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Canes will put total leather and will get started. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cougars have their offense in high gear.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the handoff. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Hauls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Miami's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him.
Ran through the top, just keeps moving. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, Cougars! Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for their quarterback.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10 to 7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Buck.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
After not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's O'Leary. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over. Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Trying to move the chains. Houston comes to the line on fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston has it with a first and goal. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal at the 1. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Catch in the middle. It's Buck. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Caught over the middle. It's Buck.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Gonna look downfield again. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Makes the grab. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Houston wants to play fast. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He gets just a few links away from that first down marker as they almost convert on 3rd down there.
Nice run. Great job by the running back, making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The give from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. A designed run for the quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback will keep it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 21 over Coastal Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of...
There he goes. He's inside the 40, running inside the 20, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. From the gun, the ground game. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Fires left. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Defense looks like they're coming. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Canes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. Finds his man. It's Adams. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Houston will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 40. What a cut! Now he's loose. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flowers. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Plows through the defense. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
He'll keep it himself. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. Smashes it between the uprights. And in the waning seconds of the game, they tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Moving away from pressure. Find some fresh air. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Cougars! And they score first here in overtime. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And the extra point is good. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Buck. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense showing blitz here. To the air on second down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Running to the left. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're not interested in extending the game. They want to win it, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Trying to bully their way in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? That'll do it! A double overtime touchdown to walk it off! Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.